everyone, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about Lunar New Year. Today when I'm recording, it's the first day of Lunar New Year, or that's the New Year day. Happy Lunar New Year! And so what I did for the Lunar New Year is for Lunar New Year's Eve, because it was my turn to cook. In our family, we decide at the beginning of the week who's gonna cook which day. I have 2 days this week, and then my husband has 2 days, and my stepson has 1 day, 1 day leftover day, 1 day delivery or takeout day. But anyway, so it was my turn to cook on Wednesday, which was Lunar New Year Eve, and I didn't have any evening sessions. So I decided to cook something that I wanted to cook, something Korean. And since my husband got Instapot, I decided to use that. And the beauty of Instapot is you can cook, big chunk of meat or meat with bones, so tender in such a short time. So I decided to do Korean braised short ribs, and also I was thinking about making rice cake soup. So what I did was I decided to go to H-Mart. Even before I came to the States, I had heard from my friends in the States, H-Mart is the place to go to get Asian ingredients. And I heard it's a Korean grocery store. So I was looking forward to visiting. For me, I'm used to going to Yaohan or Mitsuwa, Japanese grocery store. When I was in San Diego back in the 90s, Yaohan was big supermarket where we can find Japanese ingredients. And then they changed the name to Mitsuwa. So it was my favorite place, and in San Diego there were few Korean markets, but they weren't really big. They had nice, few places, but it wasn't as big as Mitsuwa or Yaohan. And we had Chinese market, like 99 ranch market. But still, Korean markets weren't as big as Yaohan, but they had good size and varieties. And when I went to Illinois, since we lived in a small college town, Urbana-Champaign, we didn't really have big supermarkets like Mitsuwa or 99 Ranch Market, but we had supermarket or little mom and pop store called AMCO, AM/Co, and that was owned by a Korean person, and they had Korean ingredients. So but my image, what I had learned about H-Mart from my friends before I moved here, is H-Mart is pretty big, and they have a lot of stores all over the States. And so I was kind of like, yes, I'm looking forward to it. So first, I Googled where H-Mart is, and I found one in Annandale and another one in Burke. That's kind of close to my neighborhood. And I had heard that Annandale is a Korean town, so I kind of assumed the H-Mart in Annandale is bigger than the one in Burke. I still don't know if that's true or not. So anyway, I decided to go there, and I drove my car, again, my new car, a little bit bigger than what I used to drive, so I had to be careful, but I enjoy driving. And I arrived there. And the size, wasn't like super big like Mitsuwa in San Diego that I imagined, but it was pretty big. And they had a lot of selection. So I was kind of expecting something just, Mitsuwa was more like Japanese. And then Amco, they had different, Chinese ingredients and Japanese ingredients, but more like East Asian ingredients. But Here at H-Mart, you know, we were able to find like Mexican ingredients and, you know, other Asian, you know, not only East Asia but different parts of Asia, and many different kind of fruits and veggies. So I was like, wow, this is not the kind of like, you know, Korean store that I expected, but it's more exciting to see so many different stuff. So I went there and I got what I needed: green onion and short ribs, and ddeaok, the rice cake that I was gonna use for my soup, and what else? White radish, Korean radish, and Korean sweet potatoes that I love, and my son loves too, for snack. And I found the deli section, you know, they had packages of cooked Korean dishes. And I found a nice package of Korean namul, seasoned vegetables. So they had cucumber and spinach, spicy radish, and sprouts, bean sprouts. And I don't know the brown stuff. I don't know what to call it in English. But the stuff on bibimbap, usually the mixed rice. And that had gochujang, red bean paste, in the middle too. So like I was like, oh, good. Since my husband doesn't really like rice cake, and I wasn't sure if my stepson likes rice cake, so I decided to make bibimbap. I mean, I'm not making anything, I'm just cooking rice and preparing egg, but because I have these namul, you know, I thought it would be, you know, very colorful and it's good. So I changed my mind from making rice cake soup to bibimbap. So I bought that. It was nice, and there are so many other stuff too. So next time I want to try different things. But for now, I got the ingredients, and I also got ddeaokbokki package for my son. I mean, I could maybe try to make tteokbokki just from scratch, but this time I got the instant packaged stuff that I can just mix with water, and it's gonna be ready. Because he loves tteokbokki, the spicy rice cake. I got it, so maybe I can cook it for him on this weekend. And also I got 2 requests from my husband, who lived in Korea for 3 years. He loves this 2% peach drink. So I got big bottle. I didn't know, he told me 3 bottles, but I got only 1. I will get it next time I go back. And this swingchip, Korean spicy barbecue flavor. I got that because that's his favorite. So then I went home and I got my recipe from online, galbijjim, using Instapot, and with my son I made the sauce from scratch. So, you know, like soy sauce, water, pear, salt, and sesame oil, and pepper, sugar, honey, things like that. Mix everything, and it already tasted good before cooking. And my son liked it too. Then I put it with the meat, Instapot, cooked to 35 minutes, boom, it was really nice. And I cooked the veggies separately because, you know, if I cook the veggies with the meat for 35 minutes in high pressure, they will be gone. So I put them together and reduced the sauce a little bit, and galbijjim was done. And I put the store-bought namuls on the dish and prepare rice and prepare the little bit runny fried egg, and everybody prepare their own bibimbap. Oh, and I made miyeokguk, seaweed soup, because my son requested me to make it. He likes seaweed soup. So yeah, it was a nice experience. I enjoyed eating a lot, and they all tasted good, so I was really happy. And everyone told me that they enjoyed the meal, so it was really nice. And it was super nice because I didn't have evening sessions. I usually work from 7 to 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. because I work with people in Korea online. So, but this Wednesday, because it's Lunar New Year, no one wanted to have session in Korea. So that was a blessing, and we had nice Lunar New Year Eve. So I wanted to share the story of cooking and eating and having nice quality time with my family. So my question to you is, if you celebrate Lunar New Year, how was your Lunar New Year? What did you cook? What did you eat? How did you enjoy, or how are you enjoying the holiday? Thank you for coming. See you next time.